Today on Lions Live, we'll shine a spotlight on the Livingston Royal Brigade and provide updates on our sports.
After that, we'll dive into our teacher feature segment, and then for our final segment, we'll see what types of eggs our students have here at LHS.
Welcome back to Lions Live. I'm Emily Alvarado.
And I'm Braden Vickery. We begin today's episode with Donnie. He'll be highlighting our Royal Brigade and the outcome of their competition, as well as interviewing one of our directors and a few of our band members.
The marching band season is slowly coming to an end. The band had a long and brutal 3 months of practicing in the hot Texas sun. It all started back in July, waking up at 8 a.m. and getting right to work. Band camp is a long 2 weeks of learning marching basics, the show, and building lifelong friendships. August and September are the practice months. 2.5 hours a day after school is where they prepare the halftime show everyone waits for on Friday nights. After all the months of preparation, it is time for what they call Band-tober. October is where bands in Texas all put together their hard work, sweat, and tears. On October 14th, the Livingston Royal Brigade attended the region competition. They competed and ended with straight ones and qualified for area competition on October 21st. The band took a trip to Lindale, Texas to compete in the area contest. The goal of area isn't to just make area. It's all about making area finals under the bright lights. After all 15 bands competed, the Royal Brigade finished in the top 10 and advanced to area finals. The band is under the direction of Emily Albert, Jesse Albert, Daniel Munson, and Candace Cozart. We had the opportunity to go interview Jesse Albert as well as band students over their experiences. Today I'm here with Jesse Albert, band director of the Royal Brigade. Albert, what instruments do you play and which one's your favorite?
Yeah, so I've actually been playing the trumpet since I was in the 5th grade. I started out in elementary school in a very, very small portable building. I went to a very small school of about 100 students from kindergarten to 5th grade, and so I spent pretty much all of my elementary years all the way through college and even now playing the trumpet. I dabbled a little bit in French horn as well for a little while when I was in high school. As far as my favorite instrument, easily the trumpet. I think it's probably one of the more versatile instruments in the brass family, and just as a whole, you know, it fits very well in concert band, orchestra, jazz band, marching band, and also gets a lot of the lead melodies and a lot of the very, very important parts of the music. So I very much appreciate the trumpet for all that it can do.
Yeah, perfect. So our next question is, what experience in the band led you to wanting to be a band director?
Yeah, so I actually had a lot of band directors. It was, a situation of I had a lot of, just from elementary school all the way through high school, a lot of different backgrounds, a lot of different years of experience. I remember particularly my junior high director was a professional trombone player at the age of 16, and this guy was old school, and the same director that I gave a hard time. But, I will say that seeing their ability to lead a program and seeing their just impact, for all the students involved, including myself, I knew very early on that was something that I wanted to be able to do. I see the impact and importance that it is to have, good adults in your life, to be able to contribute to younger students. And, just even in my own development, I see the value in that. And I see the value then for my students as well.
That's cool. So the most controversial topic in marching band, is it a sport or is it not, and why?
I love this question, and I'm glad you asked this question, because this was something. This has been a debate for a long time. Mm-hmm. Now, whether or not marching band is a sport, or whatever you classify as a sport being, I think is irrelevant. And the reason why I think that is because I think putting marching band in a category such as, is it a sport, is it an art, I think devalues both of them. I think there is a merit into saying that obviously it takes a lot of, brains and athleticism in order to be able to do marching band, but to say, it fits under one category or another, I think, it devalues it in a way, because, what people traditionally think as being, a sport. Obviously there's a lot that goes into that, as well as, just being involved in any sort of arts, whether it be music, band, choir, orchestra, theater. So I think in that regard, it certainly takes a lot of brain and just physical strength to be able to do that. Just ask some of our football players that are also doing this. But whether or not it's a sport or not, it's irrelevant. I mean, the work speaks for itself as far as just what it takes to do this and then do it at a high level.
It's a good take for sure. Good take. So we'd like to thank you for coming out and interviewing with us and taking the time, because, after marching season, it gets really hectic over concert season. So we're glad that you came out and helped. And
absolutely
appreciate it. Yes, sir. So today I'm here with Ismael Marino, the senior drum major, and going into the first question, what was the biggest difference between being a drum major this year and your other 4 years of marching?
Well, it certainly takes some skill, and you have to be aware of the timing and stuff. You have to make sure you're in time with the other drum majors and make sure that the band is following up with your hand movements and making sure they're on beat.
So I'm here with Eli Clark. He is the band bow this year for the band. And Eli, I'm wondering, what is your favorite memory in marching band throughout your 5 years of marching?
Well, honestly, my best memory is from this year, because this year has probably been the most fun march season of my entire band career. But my favorite memory was this past Friday. It has to be. That was so much fun, just marching out there on the field for senior night, and then also with the snake pit. That was pretty fun, and teaching that as well was a blast.
Today I'm here with low brass section leader Lila Fitzgerald. And Lila, what is the most challenging aspect in marching band, and why?
For me, the most challenging aspect is always and comparing your band to other bands, because you're always just worried that you're not doing good enough, or you're just not playing well enough, or just won't have a better performance than other bands.
We would like to acknowledge the other band seniors: Nathan Galindo, Abraham Cuellar, Justice Fryer, Destiny Gist, Caden Kessler, Gabriel Quintero, Leah Robeson, Giselle Ruiz, Haley Ruiz, Jonathan Solano, Morgan Stout, and Abigail Williams. With all that being said, we'll head back to the desk. Off to you, Braden and Emily.
Thank you for the update, Donnie, and congratulations to our Livingston Royal Brigade for advancing to area finals.
Now on to Jaden, where she'll be filling us in on the volleyball, cross country, and tennis season.
Hello guys, I'm back for another update in the Livingston sports. To start off, the volleyball season has come to an end. The teams had their very last game and senior night Friday the 20th. Seniors Braylee Garrett, Ava Hartzell, and Bailey Yanes were honored and ended their season by sweeping Hampshire Finette. Great job, Lady Lions. Congratulations to sophomores Vanessa Bowers for coming in 6th place at the district cross-country meet. She advanced to regionals for the first time and placed top 3rd. Fall tennis has ended in a playoff match against Bridge City at Barbers Hill High School. Senior Gavin McFarland and Jack New won their doubles and single matches. Senior Brandon Munson, junior Ethan McClure, and sophomore Chloe Pickens all won their single matches. Lastly, Alexis Jusko and Alea Jusko, both seniors, won their doubles match. Congratulations to Lions Tennis for making playoffs the 7th consecutive year. The spring tennis season will begin in 2 months from now. On to Donnie for football.
On Friday night, October 6th, the Lions got the win against the Huffman-Hargrave Falcons with a final score of 44-28. The backfield sure was busy, with Trendon Williams leading them all. On the ground, Williams rushed for 132 yards and 3 touchdowns. Right behind Trendon was running back Jabari Carter. Carter rushed for 106 yards and a touchdown. That was a big win, as they won their first district game of the season. The team only needs one more district win to clinch a playoff spot. Way to go, Lions! The following week, the Lions fought hard in a back-and-forth fourth quarter as they unfortunately lost to the Little Cypress Mauriceville Bears. The true MVP of the game were the Mosquitoes, cause man, they were brutal. Trendon Williams had a great run during fall break as he rushed for 120 yards and a touchdown. Williams combined for 252 yards and 4 touchdowns. What a stretch. On October 20th, the Lions tried to clinch their playoff berth but came just short to the Vider Pirates with a final score of 31-21. Although they came up short, That did not stop our very own Trendon Williams. Yep, that's right, he's back at it again. Williams had the opening kickoff return for a touchdown to give the Lions an early lead. Williams was also busy being our lead back with a 16-yard touchdown on the ground. Jaden Randolph sure was busy on the defensive side, as he had an interception as well as a fumble recovery. Even though the Lions didn't win, they showed a lot of bright spots as Lion Country looks forward to support our team as they face the Splendora Wildcats on October 27th. Now, back to Emily and Braden.
Thanks, Donnie. Make sure to go out and support our Lions on their last district home game this Friday at Livingston.
Uriah and Aiden will be interviewing one of our English teachers and our economics teacher, giving us the opportunity to learn more about them and discover more intriguing details.
So I'm here with Mr. Mao and Miss Eggy and co-partner Aiden, and we'll be interviewing these nice people and asking them some interesting questions. So to start off, here's my question to y'all. If you could visit one previous era, where would you go? Like which era would you go to?
I don't know. I mean, I'd like to go back to the 90s. I think that would be fun. I mean, Mal was really, really old then already, so, you know. I was just a little child, so I think that would be a lot of fun. The shows were better and the music was better.
It's interesting, little nostalgia.
Yes.
How about you?
Ancient Greece. I want to hang out with Diogenes.
That is a very interesting answer. I was
Look
not
it up, kids.
expecting that. All right, so next up I have, what's a piece of good advice that you would have for like this generation?
You know, I think that growing up, we didn't have cell phones and stuff, so there is something to be said with putting your cell phone down and being present in what's going on around you. And so I just think that not letting technology be the end all to your life.
That's good. You know, that's a great question. I have been on a journey of self-improvement and self-acceptance, and a question like that, it makes me think about a book that I bought at a Goodwill in Austin about 10 years ago. I have it with me.
You actually?
Yeah. It's called How to Be a Gentleman by John Bridges, and this is basically my Bible. And so advice to the new generation, I'm just going to open to a random page.
Okay.
It's very interesting.
A gentleman never asks a woman if she is pregnant. He never asks, have you had that baby yet?
That is
Makes you think. Really makes you think.
excellent advice. Yeah. It truly is.
Yeah, the book works for everything.
That is excellent advice.
That would definitely teach people to, you know, be more respectful.
Yeah, like I said, that book, it's never not right. So
I'll have to look into that, and y'all should look into that too.
Yeah, go to a Goodwill in Austin. You'll find all kinds of stuff.
So this one's pretty interesting and came straight out of my mind. If you could change one inedible thing into something edible, what would it be? And what do you think the flavor of that would be?
Well, I mean, Miss Eggy has a whole restaurant of inedible things that she loves to eat. So, but we'll not, mention any names. We support local businesses, but I think that fake fruit should taste like real fruit.
It's very off-putting, waxed fruit.
Yeah.
It is, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you pick it up, go to get a bite of a nice, good-looking apple, just to turn out it's not an actual
It's not an apple.
Yeah, so it should at least taste like an apple.
Yeah.
Hobby Lobby as a child was a nightmare because of that. Yeah.
It can be a nightmare as an adult, too.
Speak for yourselves. I wish that school supplies taste like candy because...
We lose enough pencils already.
Well, that's I mean, because our room is full of them and I would always have snacks. And I would appreciate that.
That's smart.
That's really nice.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, but mine was disturbing.
You're right, I said that one.
Okay.
All right, my next question is, if you could travel to any country, which country and why?
I know this answer, too.
Okay, go.
Okay. It's actually a place, well, there's a place I've already been I want to go back to. When I was in the Navy, I got to go to Crete, an island in Greece. Amazing, great food, great people, always want to go. Aside from that, I really would like to do a Northern Europe tour, Ireland, UK, Germany, places like that.
He stole my answers. I was gonna say Greece and Ireland.
If I'm not mistaken, isn't Crete where the Midas?
Yes, the
mythology-
Minoans. That's where they're from. Knossos is there, so you can still go visit it. You can see their toilets.
Look at you, Ryan.
Toilets, fascinating.
Yep.
So you.
Greece and Ireland.
Greece
Those are
and
my
Ireland.
two that I would love to go and visit.
Any specific reason why?
I just think
Anything
that they're
you
beautiful and that they would just be beautiful places to visit.
Previously, we sent out some questionnaires to all the teachers to kind of see who we would interview, and we asked a zombie question about a zombie apocalypse and who people would teach to take with them and why they would take those people with them, teachers specifically. And a couple episodes back, we got that from Mr. Johnston, and our answer from you. What was it? It was something about Miss Eggy, wasn't it? Would you like to rehash?
Did you do a zombie team? Would you like to mention your zombie team first?
I don't remember who I put.
Oh, I remember everybody that I
Okay.
put. And everything makes sense because I have Kurz on my team because he's strong and knows physics. I have Mr. Johnston on my team because we've played a lot of zombie video games together, and I think we're just kind of experts on the whole thing.
Makes sense.
And I put Miss Eggy on my zombie survival team too, because she brings something very important to the party. She's slower than me.
Stop it.
And that's really, I just need one person on the team that's slower than me.
Thank you so much for letting us get to know you a little better. And now, back to Emily and Braden.
Brayden, I think you need to go down to the Goodwills from Austin and go find that gentleman's book. So, you can learn a few things. That is Mr. Miles' Bible.
Well, I think you should take that advice from Miss Eggy and not be so glued to your phone.
All right, Brayden. Let's just move on to the next segment where we see what type of icks our students have here at LHS.
I'm here with Clarissa, Anaya,
Jaden.
Seth Stern. Damien.
Honey.
And what's y'all's biggest ick in a guy?
when they don't show feelings.
When they got a girl best friend.
When they don't try to have a relationship with my parents.
Why?
Because I love my parents.
Complaining.
When they act dumb.
Why?
Why you gotta act dumb? Like, there's no reason. Like, it's just common sense. Like, stop.
Like whenever they're like just super out there and dramatic, and just they're attention getters. I guess to pick me. I guess.
Yeah. Today I'm here with
John
and
Eric.
And what's y'all's biggest ick in a girl?
Whenever she's still in love with her ex.
What about you, Eric?
When she got guy best friends.
I'm here with
my name is Duncan Sikorsky.
Gordo.
Brianna, Ashlyn, Jayla, Madison.
And what's your biggest ick in a girl?
Disrespect.
Thank you.
When they don't know how to dress.
Having girl best friends.
Why?
Because you could be talking to them on the side.
Whenever he copies your slang when you're in a relationship.
no life goals.
When they have mommy issues.
Why?
Because I think it's weird because...
Wait, I'm here with
Caden Hoover.
Jack. Jaden Randolph.
Josh. Jordan.
Copeland.
And what's your biggest ick in a girl?
When they think everything's funny.
When she doesn't like golf. When she has too many guy best friends.
When they don't text back.
Smoking. Cursing a lot.
I'm here with
Maya Yanis,
Natalie, Shelby, Brooke, Brianna,
Zachariah.
Miguel Cuevas.
Zayden Martin.
Tristan.
And what's your biggest ick in a guy?
My biggest ick in a guy is when they don't pay for anything, especially when they make you pay for your own prom ticket and his prom ticket, which is $80.
when they're cringy.
What do you mean by that?
When they make TikToks about themselves.
Ooh.
When he's disrespectful to his mom. When he talks to girls behind my back. When he doesn't do sports.
All right, thank you.
When they don't commit to the spirit themes. When a girl vapes.
When they think they something they not.
Why?
Because these girls these days, bro, they be acting so cool, so so just weird. They try to be something they not.
When she drinks and vapes.
Why?
Because I don't do it.
I'm here with
Blakely, Joanna,
Mr. Andrade. Nick.
And my question is, what's your biggest ick in a guy?
being disrespectful.
Why?
Because it's rude. When they're cocky.
Smoking.
Why?
It's nasty. You shouldn't do it.
When they smoke.
Some of those X went a little too much into detail.
That's all we have for you today. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure to stay caught up on the LISD Facebook and YouTube channel.
We'll see you next time
on Lions Live.
And it's sweet.